What's going on, YouTube? That was strange. I don't recall that being a zoom in button. Alright, I think that should do it. I don't think I messed anything else up. Yay, my video's not laggy or grainy anymore. I think I fixed my problems. Alright, I am running something very new. I'm running Promods. And they have updated it since SCS came out with the Viva la France DLC. I still haven't been to France on this profile. Although I have been all the way up here, and that is a treacherous road. But it's fun at the same time. But it is really long trip coming all the way up here. But I'm going to run something for you today and talk about random crap on the way. I think I will just take the vinegar. I don't want to take a super long trip because I am going to be following the speed limits. Or at least try to. I'll probably get lead foot and just floor it. Now, if you haven't watched any of my videos before, I am a mouse and keyboard driver. Let me see if I can get this lined up right. Yes, it did. I'm gonna try to use my cruise control as much as possible so I don't speed like a lunatic. Now, if you have watched some of my videos, you will recognize I'm not a very good talker. So I will try to cut talking down as much as possible. But I will at some point bring up some topics. You know, just random stuff, so the video isn't completely boring. Now, normally in that situation, I would have just hit the shoulder. However, I do know a lot of people like the simulator part of a simulator. As in following the rules and stop signs, etc., etc. Since I've installed Promods, I was running an American truck with oversized loads, and actually you can see one of the oversized loads coming up. He's driving there up ahead of me. I'm sure I'll catch him eventually. Because the AI trucks in this never come close to the speed limit most of the time. But for the most part, driving an American truck over in Europe is pretty challenging. I may switch back to my short wheelbase day cab Peterbilt and run some loads with that. That one wasn't too bad, but I have a stretched frame Pete, and that was just insane trying to get around corners. Then you have the derpy AI traffic that'll pull up in front of you, stop and sit there for ever. Now, if you're running a extra long truck and trailer, you can't, well, you can F7, but your chances of it being successful are almost nil because the trailer's too long to fit in the spot that it puts you in. Now, I am gonna still try to make about 30-minute videos because my attention span on watching videos is not very good. So I know what it's like when I come across a video that I would really like to watch, but it's really long. And I usually get about 30 minutes into it, I'm like, okay, I'm done. You know, 30, 45 minutes, cool. For this game, anyway. And now that my system is running significantly better, I don't know what was going on. I noticed the Windows drive was almost full. It's only a 250 gig hard drive. I don't have any SSDs yet. Would like to expand to it, but money's pretty tight right now. As in, I've had to sell my Xbox to pay the rest of a bill last month. And I'll probably have to sell something this month or get a loan from somebody. But once business starts picking back up, I do plan on getting an SSD. I do also want, once it comes out, is Ryzen and hopefully Vega as well. But definitely Ryzen, a new CPU would just go a long way. It would go a whole long way. This FX 6300 isn't as good as I expected it to be. Mainly because I didn't win the Silicon Lottery with my chip. I've only been able to stable overclock it to 4.4 gigahertz, which isn't bad at all, but I've seen 4.8, 4.9, 5.1, 5.2 coming out of this chip, and it is what it is. It's nothing spectacular. I paid $100 for it, so really not complaining. For that price, it's double the performance of my old PC because it was 6 or 7 years old with the GTX 250. But a quick rundown of my stats if you're new to the videos, new to the channel. It is a FX 6300 overclocked. I am running a Asus M5 897 Plus motherboard. Got a turn coming up. And I'm also running a XFX R9 380 4GB model. Which is a pretty decent graphics card. I'm running dual a monitor and a TV. It's a 32-inch 60 hertz Emerson that I found at a pawn shop for $100. And my original Dell something monitor, 75 hertz, which has a much sharper picture than the TV. Even rescaling the HDMI output, which makes the vision on the TV a lot better than normal, so it actually fits the screen. Although it looks like I need to tweak it just a little bit, because I'm cutting off just a little bit on one side. But that won't show up in the stream, or the recording, or at least it shouldn't. I bet this guy's gonna stop at the end of the ramp. So I may just hit the shoulder and go around this stupid AI traffic. Unless I can just cut right over. And I completely forgot what I was talking about. I keep thinking about Ryzen. Seeing how that truck just got over. I think I will do the same because this lane's probably about to end. Yep. Now it's kind of funny, that truck up there is going faster than the speed limit. But I know I won't have the money for Ryzen as soon as it drops. Even though they're, from what I've heard from other YouTubers, Bitwit, Pulse Hardware, uh, Ryzen isn't going to be launching their 4-core CPUs in March, or just before the end of February, or whenever it's supposed to be revealed or released. They're going to be doing their 4-core CPUs at a later date. I don't think there's a release date for an official release date from AMD over it. If you are into computers, if you're not subscribed to Bitwit or Paul's Hardware, you should definitely do that. They are pretty good at what they do. Very knowledgeable and easy to understand. And also Jay's 2 cents is another really good one. And if you ever think about water cooling, Jay's 2 cents has you covered, because, well, he explains everything, what to do, to everything. I should have actually probably pulled in there and slept. I don't know, maybe I'll find somewhere else. But hopefully this summer I'm gonna wait, see how good Ryzen is, which, fingers crossed, they really step it up this time, because they need to. It's something fierce. If not, I may just dump this PC into a 1080p 60 FPS type thing and upgrade the CPU to the 8320E, because I've heard that's by far the best one that AMD has out right now, performance to price to performance, and it would really help out this GPU, or just completely build a whole new system on based around the 8350 and probably an RX 470, because that seems to be the 1080p sweet spot with entry 1440, but I don't have a 1440 TV, so that's a waste of money, which would make the RX 480 a waste of money, because, well, I can't do anything more than 1080p because of my monitor limitations, and I definitely don't have the money to go out and buy a 1440p monitor or a 4K or any of that, because it's just way too expensive for me. I definitely don't make enough money for that. But I'll give it a couple months after Ryzen comes out to see what they're really bringing to the table and if it's going to be worth staying an AMD fan. Because if it doesn't live up to the expectations they gave it, then I don't know, I'll probably go with the 6700K because that's a really, really good chip and it's not stupid expensive. I have also pondered about the new KB Lake Pentium, the 45 or 4650, something like that. Now, don't quote me on the name of that one. I've never really been a huge Intel fan from a price standpoint. Performance, they're by far the leaders. By a long shot. But their prices are significantly ridiculous for a whole lot of people. Some of these towns are so cool. Now, with a really long truck, this roundabout would be really hard to get around. I could actually probably sleep here, but I think I'll be able to get away with it. I'm not entirely sure what is going on with this, but because I've never been here. That's weird. Estonia. Like, those are the smoothest railroad tracks in the world. Not even a bump. Oh, there is a garage here, but it's way out of the way, so I will not get it this time. That's the shit I'm talking about right there. It's turned clean into me. But time will tell about Ryzen, how good it's gonna be, which I have high expectations for it, because it's new. Or they're gonna do what they usually do and create something that's well ahead of its time and kind of flops. might have been paying attention to the speed limits. So, if it has changed and I was speeding excessively, I'm sorry. And I am really hoping this video comes out clear and not choppy or laggy. I don't know what the problem was with my system, but I don't know, it could have been the drivers from AMD, because it was right after update. When it really started messing up was right after a video card update. There's a lot of other games I would like to record gameplay of, Battlefield 1 being one of them, because I do enjoy that game a lot. But my system doesn't play it very well. But that is the end of this journey. You saw the AI derp. They're 1.1% to the trailer. Alright, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down. If you like my videos, please hit that subscribe button for further content. And eventually better content. You know, if you have any comments, suggestions, thoughts, questions, hit up that comment section. I would like to know what the viewers think of my videos, what I can do better, what I can change. And I do need to sleep. And I will catch you guys in the next video.